As of 2020, Pakistan is the fifth most populous country in the world and accounts for about 2.8% of the world population. The 2017 census of Pakistan provisionally estimated the population to be 207.8 million. This figure excludes data from Gilgit-Baltistan and Azad Kashmir, which is likely to be included in the final report. The population in 2017 represents a 57% increase from 1998. The annual growth rate in 2016 was reported to be 1.45%, which is the highest of the SAARC nations, though the growth rate has been decreasing in recent years. The population is projected to reach 263 million by 2030. At the time of the partition in 1947, Pakistan had a population of 32.5 million. The population increased by 57.2% between the years 1990 and 2009. By 2030, Pakistan is expected to surpass Indonesia as the largest Muslim-majority country in the world. Pakistan is classified as a young nation, with a median age of 23.4 in 2016. About 104 million people were under the age of 30 in 2010. In 2016, Pakistan's fertility rate was estimated to be 2.68, higher than its neighbor India, 2.45. Around 35% of the people are under 15. The vast majority of those residing in southern Pakistan live along the Indus River, with Karachi being the most populous commercial city in the south. In eastern, western, and northern Pakistan, most of the population lives in an arc formed by the cities of Lahore, Faisalabad, Rawalpindi, Sargodha, Islamabad, Gujranwala, Sialkot, Gujarat, Jhelum, Shekhupura, Nowshera, Mardan, and Peshawar. During 1990 to 2008, city dwellers made up 36% of Pakistan's population, making it the most urbanized nation in South Asia, which increased to 38% by 2013. Furthermore, 50% of Pakistanis live in towns of 5,000 people or more. Expenditure on healthcare was tilde 2.8% of GDP in 2013. Life expectancy at birth was 67 years for females and 65 years for males in 2013. The private sector accounts for about 80% of outpatient visits. Approximately 19% of the population and 30% of children under 5 are malnourished. Mortality of the under 5s was 86 per 1,000 live births in 2012. Languages: Punjabi 38.78%, Pashto 18.24%, Sindhi 14.57%, Saraiki 12.19%, Urdu 7.08%, Balochi 3.02%, Others 6.12%. More than 60 languages are spoken in Pakistan, including a number of provincial languages. Urdu, the lingua franca and a symbol of Muslim identity and national unity, is the national language and understood by over 75% of Pakistanis. It is the main medium of communication in the country, but the primary language of only 7% of the population. Urdu and English are the official languages of Pakistan. English is primarily used in official business and government, and in legal contracts. The local variety is known as Pakistani English. Punjabi, the most common language and the first language of 38.78% of the population, is mostly spoken in the Punjab. Saraiki is mainly spoken in South Punjab, and Hindko is predominant in the Hazara region of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Pashto is the provincial language of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Sindhi is commonly spoken in Sindh, while Balochi is dominant in Balochistan. Brahui, a Dravidian language, is spoken by the Brahui people who live in Balochistan. There are also speakers of Gujarati in Karachi. Marwari, a Rajasthani language, is also spoken in parts of Sindh. Various languages such as Sheena, Balti, and Burushaski are spoken in Gilgit-Baltistan, whilst languages such as Pahari, Godre, and Kashmiri are spoken by many in Azad Kashmir. Arabic is officially recognized by the Constitution of Pakistan. It declares in Article 31 Number 2 that the state shall endeavor, as respects the Muslims of Pakistan, a. to make the teaching of the Holy Quran and Islamiyat compulsory, to encourage and facilitate the learning of Arabic language. Immigration. Immigration to Pakistan. Pakistan hosts the second largest refugee population globally after Turkey. 438, an Afghan refugee girl near Tarbala Dam. Even after partition in 1947, Indian Muslims continued to migrate to Pakistan throughout the 1950s and 1960s, and these migrants settled mainly in Karachi and other towns of Sindh province. The wars in neighboring Afghanistan during the 1980s and 1990s also forced millions of Afghan refugees into Pakistan. The Pakistan census excludes the 1.41 million registered refugees from Afghanistan, who are found mainly in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Tribal Belt, with small numbers residing in Karachi and Quetta. Pakistan is home to one of the world's largest refugee populations. In addition to Afghans, around 2 million Bangladeshis and 500,000 other undocumented people live in Pakistan. They are claimed to be from other areas such as Myanmar, Iran, Iraq, and Africa. Experts say that the migration of both Bengalis and Burmese, Rohingya, to Pakistan started in the 1980s and continued until 1998. Sheikh Mohammed Feroz, the chairman of the Pakistani Bengali Action Committee, claims that there are 200 settlements of Bengali-speaking people in Pakistan, of which 132 are in Karachi. They are also found in various other areas of Pakistan such as Thatta, Baden, Hyderabad, Tando-Adam, and Lahore. Large-scale Rohingya migration to Karachi made that city one of the largest population centers of Rohingyas in the world after Myanmar. The Burmese community of Karachi is spread out over 60 of the city's slums such as the Burmi Colony in Karanji, Arakanabad, Muktra Colony, Bial Colony, Zia-ul-Haq Colony, and Godra Camp. Thousands of Uyghur Muslims have also migrated to the Gilgit-Baltistan region of Pakistan, fleeing religious and cultural persecution in Xinjiang, China. Since 1989, thousands of Kashmiri Muslim refugees have sought refuge in Pakistan, complaining that many of the refugee women had been raped by Indian soldiers and that they were forced out of their homes by the soldiers. Ethnic groups. Punjabi 44.7%. Pashtun, Pathan 15.4%. Sindhi 14.1%. Saraiki 8.4%. Mahajir 7.6%. Balak 3.6%. Others 6.3%. The major ethnic groups are Punjabis, 44.7% of the country's population, Pashtuns, also known as Pathans, 15.4%, Sindhis, 14.1%, Saraikis, 8.4%, Mahajirs, the Indian immigrants, mostly Urdu-speaking, who make up 7.6% of the population, and the Balak with 3.6%. The remaining 6.3% consist of a number of ethnic minorities such as the Brahuas, the Hungarians, the various peoples of Gilgit-Baltistan, the Kashmiris, the Shiites, who are of African descent, and the Hazaras. There is also a large Pakistani diaspora worldwide, numbering over 7 million, which has been recorded as the sixth largest diaspora in the world. Urbanization. Urbanization in Pakistan. Kelma Underpass, Lahore. Since achieving independence as a result of the partition of India, the urbanization has increased exponentially, with several different causes. The majority of the population in the south resides along the Indus River, with Karachi the most populous commercial city. In the east, west, and north, most of the population lives in an arc formed by the cities of Lahore, Faisalabad, Rawalpindi, Islamabad, Sargodha, Gujranwala, Sialkot, Gujarat, Jhelum, Sheikhupura, Nowshera, Mardan, and Peshawar. During the period 1990 to 2008, city dwellers made up 36% of Pakistan's population, making it the most urbanized nation in South Asia. Furthermore, more than 50% of Pakistanis live in towns of 5,000 people or more. Immigration, from both within and outside the country, is regarded as one of the main factors contributing to urbanization in Pakistan. One analysis of the 1998 national census highlighted the significance of the partition of India in the 1940s as it relates to urban change in Pakistan. During and after the independence period, Urdu-speaking Muslims from India migrated in large numbers to Pakistan, especially to the port city of Karachi, which is today the largest metropolis in Pakistan. Migration from other countries, mainly from those nearby, has further accelerated the process of urbanization in Pakistani cities. Inevitably, the rapid urbanization caused by these large population movements has also created new political and socio-economic challenges. In addition to immigration, economic trends such as the Green Revolution and political developments, among a host of other factors, are also important causes of urbanization. According to the 2017 census, one city Karachi province signed population 14,916,456. Two city Lahore province Punjab population 11,126,285. Three city Faisalabad province Punjab population 3,204,726. 4 city Rawalpindi province Punjab population 2,098,231. 5 city Gujranwala province Punjab population 2,027,001. 6 city Peshawar province Khyber Pakhtunkhwa population 1,970,042. 7 city Multan province Punjab population 1,871,843. 8 city Hyderabad province signed population 1,734,309. 9 city Islamabad capital territory population 1,009,832. 10 city Quetta province Balochistan population 1,001,205. Religion. Religion in Pakistan. Religions in Pakistan, 2017 census. Islam, 96.47%. Hinduism, 2.14%. Christianity, 1.27%. Others, non-religious, 0.11%. The state religion in Pakistan is Islam. Freedom of religion is guaranteed by the Constitution of Pakistan, which provides all its citizens the right to profess, practice and propagate their religion subject to law, public order, and morality. The majority of Pakistanis are Muslims, 96.47%, followed by Hindus, 2.14%, and Christians, 1.27%. There are also people in Pakistan who follow other religions, such as Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism and the minority of Parsi, who follow Zoroastrianism. The Kailash people maintain a unique identity and religion within Pakistan. Hinduism is mostly associated with Sindhs, and Pakistan hosts major events such as the Hinglajatra pilgrimage. Hindu temples may be found throughout Sindh, where the Dharma features prominently. Many Hindus in Pakistan complain about the prospect of religious violence against them and being treated like second-class citizens, and many have emigrated to India or further abroad. In addition, some Pakistanis also do not profess any faith, such as atheists and agnostics, in Pakistan. According to the 1998 census, people who did not state their religion accounted for 0.5% of the population. Islam. Islam in Pakistan and Sufism in Pakistan. Islam is the dominant religion. About 96.47% of Pakistanis are Muslim, According to the 2017 census, Pakistan has the second largest number of Muslims in the world after Indonesia. And home for 10.5% of the world's Muslim population. The majority of them are Sunni and mostly follow Sufism, estimated between 75 and 95%, while Shias represent between 5 to 25%. In 2019, the Shia population in Pakistan was estimated to be 42 million out of total population of 210 million. Pakistan also has the largest Muslim city in the world, Karachi. Ahmadiyya proportion of each Pakistani district in 2017 according to the Pakistan Bureau of Statistics. The Ahmadis, a small minority representing 0.22 to 2% of Pakistan's population, are officially considered non-Muslims by virtue of the constitutional amendment. The Ahmadis are particularly persecuted, especially since 1974 when they were banned from calling themselves Muslims. In 1984, Ahmadiyya places of worship were banned from being called mosques. As of 2012, 12% of Pakistani Muslims self-identify as non-denominational Muslims. There are also several Qur'aniyun communities. They are mainly concentrated in the Lalyan Tehsil, Chiniot district, where approximately 13% of the population. Sufism, a mystical Islamic tradition, has a long history and a large following among the Sunni Muslims in Pakistan, at both the academic and popular levels. Popular Sufi culture is centered around gatherings and celebrations at the shrines of saints and annual festivals that feature Sufi music and dance. Two Sufis whose shrines receive much national attention are Ali Hajwari in Lahore, circa 12th century, and Shahbaz Calendar in Sete, Sindh, circa 12th century. There are two levels of Sufism in Pakistan. The first is the populist Sufism of the rural population. This level of Sufism involves belief in intercession through saints, veneration of their shrines, and forming bonds, murid, with a pir, saint. Many rural Pakistani Muslims associate with pirs and seek their intercession. The second level of Sufism in Pakistan is intellectual Sufism, which is growing among the urban and educated population. They are influenced by the writings of Sufis such as the medieval theologian Al-Ghazali, the Sufi reformer Sheikh Ahmad Sirhindi, and Shah Wali Allah. Contemporary Islamic fundamentalists criticize Sufism's popular character, which in their view does not accurately reflect the teachings and practice of Muhammad and his companions. Hinduism. Hinduism in Pakistan. Havana at Sri Hinglaj Mata Temple Shakti Pitha, the largest Hindu pilgrimage center in Pakistan. The annual Hinglaj Yatra is attended by more than 250,000 people. Hindu proportion of each Pakistani district in 2017 according to the Pakistan Bureau of Statistics. Hinduism is the second largest religion in Pakistan after Islam and is followed by 2.14% of the population according to the 2017 census. According to the 2010 Pew report, Pakistan had the fifth largest Hindu population in the world. In the 2017 census, the Hindu population was found to be 4,444,437. Hindus are found in all provinces of Pakistan but are mostly concentrated in Sindh, where they account for 8.73% of the population. Amarkot district, 52.15%, is the only Hindu majority district in Pakistan. Tharparkar district has the highest population of Hindus in terms of absolute terms. The four districts in Sindh, Amarkot, Tharparkar, Mirpurkhas and Sangor hosts more than half of the Hindu population in Pakistan. At the time of Pakistan's creation, the hostage theory gained currency. According to this theory, the Hindu minority in Pakistan was to be given a fair deal in Pakistan in order to ensure the protection of the Muslim minority in India. However, Khawaja Nazimuddin, the second Prime Minister of Pakistan, stated, "I do not agree that religion is a private affair of the individual, nor do I agree that in an Islamic state every citizen has identical rights, no matter what his caste, creed or faith be." Christianity and other religions. Christianity in Pakistan. Sacred Heart Cathedral, Lahore. Christian proportion of each Pakistani district in 2017 according to the Pakistan Bureau of Statistics. Christians formed the next largest religious minority after Hindus, with 1.27% of the population following it. 432. The highest concentration of Christians in Pakistan is in Lahore district, 5%, in Punjab province and in Islamabad Capital Territory, over 4% Christian. There is a Roman Catholic community in Karachi that was established by Goan Tamil migrants when Karachi's infrastructure was being developed by the British during the colonial administration between World War I and World War II. They are followed by the Baha'i faith, which had a following of 30,000, then Sikhism, Buddhism, and Zoroastrianism, each back then claiming 20,000 adherents, and a very small community of Jains. 1.0% of the population identified as atheist in 2005. However, the figure rose to 2.0% in 2012 according to Gallup.